Hello, my name is Rakesh, and today we are going to see how to create a WordPress site or a WordPress app. Install the WordPress app onto a Lightsail service of AWS. Now, AWS has a lot of services already. So, for example, EC2 services where you can create a server and then install whatever application you want. But the EC2 is for the experts. So if you have a lot of experience in setting up a lot of servers and then configuring a lot of network based things and so on, then you should definitely go for EC2. But if you are not that experienced and you only have some basic skills in handling creating a server and going accessing the terminals and so on, then I would definitely recommend to use a Lightsail service. Both are by a Amazon services, so both are very good services. But Lightsail is recommended for new users or for the people with very less experience. The interface is very easy, so let's see how the interface is. Let's create a WordPress blog there. Okay, so first of all you have to create login to the AWS services. So console.aws.amazon.com, you have to log in with AWS service, and you can just go to this search and search light sale, and then you can just create click the link from here. So on this light sale you will see a lot of you know uh, as you can see, the interface is very easy. So first of all, on these instances you will see some instances that you have already created. So let's just create one instance, and then you can see that you can create a Windows based server or a Linux based server. And here also you have options to install operating system plus the application or only operating system. So if you want a different operating system and you want to install the applications on your own, you can definitely just choose this OS only. But if you want a complete app installed, okay, and ready to work, you can choose this app plus OS. So we are going to install on Linux. We are going to choose Linux, and then we are going to choose WordPress. You can see there are a lot of application. This is a cPanel application. Earlier people used to a lot of people use this cPanel to install and configure a lot of things. So you can use that Joomla, Django, Node.js if you have a Node.js application, or Ghost blogging platform, and so on. So you have this WordPress and this WordPress multi-site. We are going to get started with this WordPress, simple WordPress. All right, then another options that you have, you can just have if you are using terminal and you have a git installed and set up, you can use your SSH keys here. So basically if you are not a programmer, then if you are just getting started, then you should know that there are two keys, private and public. So if you add your public key here, you will be able to SSH without even asking for password. You can just SSH into the computer and then run your commands here. So for that you can add it. My SSH key is already added. All right, and then this enable automatic snapshot, it is kind of a backup things. Okay, and then you have to choose the plan. So based on what RAM you are using, so this one is like 512 MB RAM, so it you can get it for $3.50. And as you can see, this up to 10 US dollar, up to 2 GB RAM and 60 GB SSD hard drive. So this plan you can choose, it is free for 3 months. So so some people use it for like a few months. You can just, if you want to get started, just check the setup you have done, then you can use it. All right, so and then you can uh, uh, here you can give WordPress um, tutorial. All right, okay, and if you want to add some tags, if basically if you have a lot of servers here, so searching becomes very difficult, so you can add some tags here and create. Okay, so it will take a few minutes. So while it is being created, let's talk about like why should you opt for, a Lightsail service compared to EC2 service. Basically, EC2 service is requires other services also to set up, and it is a little difficult. And there are a lot of other things also, container services, elastic containers you can use to install the Linux applications. But I would suggest that you should use Lightsail, because as you can see that interface is very easy. You can just get started. All right, so okay, let's go. While it is being installed, you can see that here the interface has started. It has assigned an IP, but if you go before the installation is complete, you won't see anything. All right, so this is okay. So we were talking about like what is this, why should you choose Lightsail. So EC2 is a pretty difficult, and then you have to use other service. Like if you want to redirect your domain to this EC2 server, you have to other services of AWS, and then it gets complicated thereon. All right, and the pricing is also per usage basis. It is not very fixed, like you have seen that while installing that there are fixed pricing like $3.50, $5, $10. This pricing is not like it is based on the usage and the traffic. So it is very easy to get started. All right, and on the EC2 there are ways that you can install WordPress there with the Bitnami services, but it is as I said, it is a bit difficult. So for example, that's why we choose the Lightsail. So let's see if the blog is there. You can see that the blog has been installed. Let's see that we have this SSH server ready or not. All right, we are able to SSH to the server. Now on the server, what you can do, just run the command ls. So you can see a lot of files there, files and folders. So basically this Bitnami application password and Bitnami credential, these are two files where they have kept the username and password. So you can cat Bitnami credentials. All right, so you can see that the default username, okay, default username password is user, and this is the password. All right, and this Bitnami application password. So you in this file the password is there. All right, this is the password. So let's close this server and just go to this blog. So in this blog we are going to type wp admin to log into the WordPress, and as we know that username is user and the password is what we have copied. All right, we are in. Now you can just install so why should we use the Lightsail and not some other free or cheap services? Because what we have installed is, because let me show you that what we have done. The Bitnami already installs a stack here, and the stack is very powerful. You can just go to cd stack. You can see a lot of services that are already installed. If you're trying to install it manually, it will take a lot of time and setting up everything. All right, Bitnami has already done a lot of things for you. It has done all the configurations, and it is very fast. It has an Apache server set. If you want me to give an example, just let's see that we have this website here, and just we want to check the page speed. So Google page speed let's check. All right. All right, if we are giving this, URL, you can see that the server has been configured so better that you will find it like almost 100% of the result, that it is going, your site is very fast. Okay, see, the performance is 100%, whatever that the first contentful paint is like, the time is very less. All right, the other things also best practices, because now it needs, https and other things we have to set up. So the server has been configured in a way that it is very very fast, so that, and it is very secure and updated. So you should give it a try. So this is how we are going to see. Now if you want to set a domain, you can just go to this custom domain and assign a domain. All right, so you can add domains here, or you can just use this IP address. This is the IP address. You can just connect this service in the Google. You will see you have to create a DNS service, DNS setting to move this toward this IP address. That's it. That's the one thing that you have to do, and everything will be taken care of. All the domain name and all the things will be done properly. So that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you want any other topics to be talked about, to be shown how to do it, just let me know. Thank you so much.